Welcome back. Good to see everybody again. Thanks for joining us. On this 12th episode of the Chambler build series, it's time to start cutting out the junk sheet metal and the rockers and the floors. Put in the good stuff. Let's get to it. First thing I have to do is clean the rust and paint off this journal area. Then I'll start cutting out the upper pieces of the rocker here. I'm going to replace that before I start working on this area. I'm going to grind everything in this area free of paint and junk. Give me an idea what I'm working with. Trying to make sure my camera didn't get damaged in that little fall. It's acting a bit weird. I'm going to go ahead and mark up the first areas I need to section out of this rocker, and we'll get to cutting it. I dressed the cuts up with the angle grinder and some files. Let's go ahead and get in there and see what we can see inside the rockers. It's kind of nasty in there. See if I can get a better light. There is a lot of crap in there. I'm gonna clean that area out and I'll bring it back so we can see. Hopefully this inner structure is okay, because there's only so much I'm gonna be able to do with this thing. See what I can do to pull this piece up. Maybe I can just tack it back together. If I don't have to cut this out, I'd be happy about that. The camera probably didn't pick it up, but there was just some Bondo in this corner that fell off. It's tearing up. I'm likely going to have to make a small patch panel here, but if I can get away with just making the small one, that'd be great. I'll know more once I clean this all up. Biggest thing is going to address the front first and work my way back. I just wanted to see what the whole surface of the top looked like, because I only have so much of that material. If I need to get more from my buddy, I need to know now. Funny thing is, that really doesn't look any worse than the whole rest of the rocker. I got everything cleaned up and marked out where I think I'm going to have to remove the panels in the front area of the rocker. I got everything cleaned up in the rear area for the driver's side, and I cut that little piece out that I I think I was just gonna have too much trouble trying to fix, so I'll make a new piece. Hopefully tomorrow I can do a few more little touch-ups, double check the areas that I've cleaned up, and then start making patch panels. That would be awesome. And then I can move on to the vertical part of the rockers, which is gonna be a much larger project, and it's gonna be much bigger on this passenger side. Is gonna be an absolute unmitigated WTF, but it's a hell of a learning experience, so that's what I'm gonna treat it as. It's time to start making a pattern for this patch panel. I'm gonna leave that one on the front open until I get some more of this area cut out, because I'm afraid I'm gonna have a lot more repair to do in this very front section. I should just be able to lay this cardboard on here, push in, get a basic shape of it and size of it, and then cut a little extra and fine tune it. I'm going to cut this, leaving a little material on it, and then I'll fine tune it from there. I use the pen on the cardboard to try to trace this edge where it would be. It gives me a pretty consistent edge with the cut line. I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece, form it, make sure it fits, and I'll go ahead and tack it and weld it in. I'm largely going to do that because I'm going to have to cut most of this whole section off, and I want this piece at least roughly where it needs to be first. I'm going to prep this by removing all the mill scale. I really do need a fabrication table, or at least a cut table. Just found more junk transferred onto this that I'm going to have to clean off of the Rambler front clip. Goody. Now I'll grind the goo off that transferred from there and be good. I couldn't figure out where my anvil is, and it's buried underneath all this crap that I have for the Chambler. So I'm going to dig it out and start working. There's a good possibility this material is going to be too thick for me to do this. Let's see what happens. It'd help if I had the clamps on here strong enough. That would be a plus. Maybe if I do it little bits at a time in a smaller area, I might have better results. Might have a better result with the clamps as well. I should have had to cut a little larger material, but I really didn't know how this was gonna go. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've done this. There are lots of channels who will give you much better information on how to do this than I am. That's for sure at this point. Everything's moving too much. Hopefully you can see this. What I'm trying to do is get this lip to roll over, and it's doing it, but it's not doing it well. I'll come back when I figure something out. Well, I clamped the ever-living snot out of it, and I did get this lip to roll. I'm gonna see how it looks inside. If it looks decent and it hasn't lost me too much material, keep going. So far so good. Let's see what I can get done. I'm gonna have to clean it up a bit. I'm likely gonna have to roll it back out a little bit to give me a little more length, but we will see. It isn't fantastic, but it isn't bad. Got my finger out of there. I don't like it here, but the rest of it is pretty darn close. I'm actually happy. That's the first time I've done that in a very, very long time. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up a little more, bring it up so it's even, and get this basically in place. After I clean out all the extra junk that I found from cleaning out the back part of this rocker, it's all in there. It looks like confetti, except it's all rust and paint chips. Give you a look from the other side. I'm pleased. I'll only get better as we go along. Well, hopefully anyway. Sorry, I had one little piece that I apparently missed when I trimmed it all. This is ready to go. Fits in place great. Everything's cleaned up, cleaned out. Let's get to welding. Well, that went okay. Let it cool down. I'm gonna start grinding it and see what's there. I definitely had to blow through the soft spots, so I'll have to put another patch in, but I can do that once I've got more of the vertical part done. Let's grind it down and see just how poorly I did. Overall, not that bad. I've definitely got some spots I've got to clean up, some spots I missed. Not to toot my own horn, because it's extremely out of tune, to say the least. Also, I'm not going to weld this bottom edge until I replace this panel, so I'm not going to worry about that. Overall, I'm happy. Just got to fix those spots, regrind it, and I'll be back. Well, that didn't exactly go the way I wanted it to. I had some blow through. I've got the welder set a little too hot, but also this metal's a little weak in this spot, so I'm likely going to have to pull the entire lip down, pull that off, and replace from here forward. I'm going to go crazy, tapping, and see what I can find of solid metal, because this is not good. I did a little exploring with the hammer, and I'm just going to have to peel this all out of here. I didn't want to. I wanted to leave some structure in here. I'm just going to have to try to mirror off the passenger side. Maybe I can leave a little piece in here, at least until I get everything formed up, and then take it out. Thanks for watching the 12th episode of the Chambler build series. I'm going to try something new with this next couple of videos. I'm going to do 2 10 to 15 minute videos a week. Everything that I'm going to be doing for the next month, or at least for the next couple of weeks, is going to be metal work. I've got a ton of it to do in this vehicle. So you get to watch me make a lot of CAD and fun things and some new shapes and some different materials. And like with this video, some fails. And hopefully my hack level welding will improve. I appreciate everybody watching. Thanks for subscribing. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. See you very soon. Probably twice a week from now on.